You're listening to WeP3 Radio on the Foxhole Radio Network. You're listening to David Chamberlain, Oklahoma Sooner.
Patriot Pride.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
You got it!
There we go. We are Monday, December 4th, and this is the WeP3 Debrief. It's where we come to you weekly and share. Were you going to do that part, Jonathan, or do you want me to do that part?
No, man, go for it. I was going to say something about you not wearing pants, but whatever. You want to read the script.
Got to do the script, man. We got to do the script. We come here each Monday at 16:30 to kind of share and let everyone know the who, what, when, why, where, and how of what WeP3 is doing. Many of you probably come and watch us on our Sunday event. Am I getting some feedback?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. And on our Sunday show, we got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Our mission is to bring other veteran and first responder musicians. I said musicians, but veteran and first responder, boots on the ground organizations and musicians to kind of let the world know that we do have resources. There are ways to find help. We try to be that one-stop shop opportunity where you reach out to us and we will get you the help that you need if you are in need. We had a little dialogue last night about, making sure that you're staying ahead of the game and not falling into ruts and life decisions and paths that get you deeper and deeper in the hole. But and again, that's again why we are here. We are willing to help coach, help build, help grow. We have gotten rid of the PTSD narrative, and we call it PTSG or PTG, post-traumatic growth, and we say, let's grow. The bottom line is we have learned a new narrative as a whole in the last couple of years that we're just going to come with positive camaraderie, build relationships, and realize that we are stronger together than we are apart. And we'd rather be part of something than be part of this than a part of it. And so I always mess that up in the typing because I always write sometimes apart. I think I did it this week. And I got it on a couple of the promotions and did it right. And then I messed it up on a couple of the others, but life's life. We'll get through it. I am not a language arts teacher. Let's put that out there.
That's right.
And on top of that, I was a gun bunny. So that even gives me a couple more excuses. There's that piece, Jonathan. I don't know if you've got the time or the resources to grab that piece of literature that was written for us. I would like to showcase that today if we can. And
I can. Yeah, I can grab it. Where you wanted it?
Do you want to read it? I
can read it. Sure, that'd be the easiest way for me to do it.
Yeah. We have an amazing, I can't say it enough, partner in our network that has come to us and has absolutely been on fire. I'm not saying because of us. Well, it's weird. It's weird. We're talking about you. We're going to talk about you, Miss. Talking about you.
She shows up when you start talking about her, man. She's listening always.
Right. We have absolutely 100% been blessed by this amazing person in our network, in our lives, and it's kind of funny because I kind of split the shock and awe this week, and we got the shock and that's let's bump you on the nose kind of piece, and then we got the awe. And our Miss Gwinner is our awe. She wrote a poem about what our green means to us and what this mission means to us, and I just wanted to share it with everyone.
All right, this is from Miss Kimmer Gwinner. It's we wear this green because we won't go unseen. We know why we get to do this. Veterans and first responders, we won't dismiss. We are here to love, respect, honor, and show we care. And we show this on and off the air. We are a family that grows every day. So come, enter through our doorway. Be a part of our podcast on Sundays and our debriefs on Mondays. Learn about our missions and our plans and see why we do this with open hands. We are the People's Patriot Project, WeP3. Come join us and you will see why we wear this green and won't go unseen. I know when I read that last night, I was like, what?
I know.
Patriot Pride.
What a blessing, man. We come here. We did the show for almost 2 years, and before we just realized through the conversation we've had with hundreds of people, including booked guests and or our friends and family who have joined us in the mission of the People's Patriot Project. We come here, we know why we get to do this. And I think that's a piece that I think like the majority of our country has stopped to realize that, the fact that you get to go out and drive whatever kind of vehicle you have in the parking lot, or the roof over your head, or the fact that you can go down and buy Taco John's anytime you want, or whatever, anything. It has been given to us as a gift. And it's been given to us as a gift through the lives of the men and women who have served this country, including those people that serve as first responders. They walk out their door every day with the mission to protect life and property. And it doesn't always work out the way that everyone would like it to work out. I get it. But you know what? There's someone doing it. There's someone running into burning buildings right now while others are running out of those burning buildings. There's someone holding the hands of someone taking their last breath right now. And other people don't have the guts or the heart to do that. We've got brothers and sisters that are being spat on because they chose to wear a blue uniform. And yes, there are some doo-doos in the world of all of those. And we're not here supporting them. We're here supporting the ones that get up daily, have sacrificed life, limb, livelihood, themselves, so that we can sit here and me and Jonathan get to come and share to the world the things that we think are important. And I thank the men and women that do that. And I stand for the men and women that do that. And so, Patriot Pride. Boom. Are we flip-flop? It would be bad to flip-flop now because then you wouldn't get to do your favorite part. So,
we can do it.
No, I'll let you do your thing. I'll let you do your thing. I know you like doing that part. Last night, we had the amazing George Ratano of Veterans in Action, referred to us by Contagion Effect, that silly goose, Eric Mello and Mike Alec. There's been a little transition in that broadcast, but they're doing good. We love having them. We love seeing them. We love the mission that they're on. Just as every other boots on the ground organization we bring on, we've got another guy who doesn't know how to clear his plate and just keeps adding and adding and adding and adding to his it just doesn't stop. And he's big into the motorcycle world, does a lot of riding out there in California, is a man of God and is dedicated to his family. And you can just see when you go to his Facebook post and channel how committed he is to that world, and just literally all the time and effort he puts and suggests into that. I want to make sure I get the links up there for him too.
Jeremy Daniels, thank you for stopping in.
Always
here.
I sent Jeremy Daniels a Christmas tree last night made out of tacos. I wish it was just as easy just to push a button and show the pictures on my phone. Hey, be careful about that. But
yeah, versus having to upload them and
yeah,
do that whole process.
Worry about how many numbers we got and everything. Our hopes are, and I've thrown up George's link to his Instagram. He hasn't stepped into the world of Facebook. He says it wasn't working for him, so they chose to go Instagram, and it works well for them. I wish I could figure out Instagram for us. It just, for some reason, either I have a mental block or there's just a disconnect in the function. At first it seemed to work well, and now it just kind of, there might be a broken something in there. But I hope that Mr. George is a guy that he's a guy that I want to work close with, man, Mr. Patana, and his mission with veterans in action. It was awesome having them on last night. Your microphone.
Stay there. I am multitasking like crazy, and I'm not even good at doing one thing. So this is a struggle for me at the moment.
Oh, that's our job. That's our job, Jeremy. We're here to let's challenge the machine. I know the machine always breaks, but let's get her done. Boom. I wouldn't be who I was if I wasn't the guy to challenge it. So well, Jonathan has the second part of the show notes, and
I got you.
Yeah, you're good. You're back. Uh-oh, there's that guy. Eric Miller's in the house. I see a different logo there, brother. Is that a whole new direction?
Contagion effect. We need I was thinking earlier, you know what we need? We need a you know how you got your Patriot Pride? We need a Let's Grow version of that.
So we just sit and said let's grow on the you mean on the sound effects? Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, we need that. Just thinking about
it.
But anyways, last night we had some great music, and Brooks Herring came and sat with us for about an hour our pre-show, and great guy. He's got a lot of talent, and he's another one that's busy doing a lot of different things. Got irons in multiple fires, physical therapy, just a lot of other things. But he spent 6 years on active duty with the Navy. He did. He said he did 2 years military contracting after that. Deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq, Africa. Did some time in the Gulf of Mexico after Hurricane Katrina. But overall, just a really great guy. Last night he shared with us 3 songs. One was Why Me? And there was a specific line from the song, "No one knows the ghosts that live inside of me." That kind of stuck out to me when he was singing. And I wrote it down, and it was just one of those that I kept hearing, that part of the song stuck with me. But the second song was called Coming Home. That one was dedicated to veterans, first responders as well, that people who leave home and they don't know if they're returning or not. They're out going to do what they signed up for, out to do their daily job or whatever it is, and the dangers that they face leave an uncertainty on whether they're coming home that night. But good song. And I got to be honest with you, I was having some connection issues for the final song. It was called Home for Good. I didn't get a real great chance to hear it or the narrative behind it. So we actually have it loaded, and we're going to listen to it again today.
We got it loaded?
We got it loaded.
You've been working hard, Jonathan.
Yeah. I told you I was multitasking.
Jonathan gave me a virus, people. I got to let you all know. He had this great idea the other day. Mark, you should use this. And I'm like, yeah. And I had my screen up, and I don't know why you get to use it and I don't get to use it. That breaks my heart. I'm usually the tech guy. That's what bothers me.
It works great on my Chromebook. I'd never even seen what you were talking, what you had going on your screen, man. That was strange to me.
I talked to someone. We're totally off subject now, which never, ever happens. I talked to a tech guy the other day, and I'm like, "Hey, what do you use for technology for your antiviruses on your PCs?" And he goes, "I don't use anything." I'm like, "What?" And he said, "Norton." Sorry, I'm naming you out, Norton. You have to get over it. And all the other ones are obsolete in a sense. and that they are phishing you when they are popping up saying you are infected, because most systems now have an integrated secure system, especially if you have a Microsoft system that automatically takes care of that stuff, and you don't need to do anything about it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I've for I don't know how long given Norton $140 a year to make sure my computer's safe for, I don't know, since I was a wee small child. Gosh, I must have angered Jonathan. He's yelling at me. He doesn't even have his microphone on.
My kid comes home from school and instantly wants to go play.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Need a jacket. Yeah, he needs a jacket, Mark. It's probably 60 degrees out here right now.
Yes. Ridiculous.
Probably going to put on his Carhartt thermals.
Probably going to throw on his long handles, isn't he?
Got his long johns on under his shorts.
Unbelievable. So that was my moment of are we going to listen to Mr. Herring later, or are we going to get through some of this other stuff?
We can close out with it, or we can do it now. It's up to you.
Let's close out on it, because that's a good break when we do it.
All right.
All right, people. We got such a blessing in our world, and I don't even have all the graphics ready for everything that we've got going on. There is not a slow moment of any given day. So the first thing we'll talk about is currently there is a fundraiser, and everyone that is out in the world listening to the People's Patriot Project and the stuff that we do, please go visit Shields. The link that I'm putting in right now. This is what happens. This is if we get enough people to comment and share and put in the People's Patriot Project into Shields, there's a chance that we will, or your nonprofit, we'll throw it out there to all nonprofits, could get $50,000 before the end of the year to help support the mission. They're on top of that going to give $4,000, I believe, to the next 10. I want to say 10. It might be 5, but nonetheless, organizations. So this is what I say. If you have a Shields in your area, do you got Shields down there, Jonathan?
Never heard of it.
But they're not going to sit there and they're not going to say, oh, you don't have a Shields in Louisiana. If you go on there and do that, they'll appreciate who you are, what you are, where you are. And maybe they won't. I don't know. But
I've done it with every single email address that I have available to me.
That's just going to help a ton. And it's how do I say this other than my constant statements? We have to be ready so we don't have to get ready. And the financial side of things is a huge piece of that. Example, every time an ask comes along, which is a good thing, our board has to come together and say, hey, is this something we can do? And there are some we consider a hard ask, and there's some that we consider soft asks. And the soft asks are asks like, I'm struggling. I need help. Can you give me a space or a direction to go? We have boatloads of resources to send you to organizations, get connected. And again, we never do a referral. We call up the organization and say, hey, I've got Jonathan with me. This is the pieces he wants. I want him to share his narrative with you. I would like to see if there's a piece of place we all fit together. And then I hold Jonathan accountable to maintaining that relationship, and I hold the organization accountable to Jonathan to make sure that they're doing what they said they would do. And we just make sure that all those pieces fall into place. And have those conversations. Then there's the hard ass. This last week we had a hard ask, a Vietnam veteran. Jonathan has more details in it. We're not putting his information and his pieces out there. He is a combat wounded vet, and he is homebound. And he's down in one of those southern states that has had issues with hurricanes, and ultimately their floor had completely rotted out of their house. And he's trying to maneuver this place with a walker. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan. The wife is also bedbound. Your microphone's off.
From what I understand, she's not, but she's also. I mean, he's a Vietnam veteran, so they're well into their 70s at this point.
Sure.
So neither one of them are extremely mobile, but she's not well enough to completely take care of him should he fall, to get him up or anything like that, you know?
Sure. So with the help of other organizations and with the help of our people in our network, we put the ask out and said we needed this, and we were able to match the funding for that and get a floor put into this veteran's house. Jonathan got to go, for lack of a better word, we're going to say inspect the home yesterday. And the amazing piece is the people working on it are not cutting any corners and are making sure that they're having the best quality materials for what this house needs. And ultimately, per Jonathan's statement yesterday, is the floor will outlive or outlast the rest of the home. And so apparently the home needs quite a bit of help too, just in general, doesn't it?
Well, there were some spots that I believe all of it kind of goes back to the last hurricane we had, but
Sure.
There were some spots in the roof that when we got in and started, I say we, but I was not there, so I don't want to take credit for that. But when the guys got in there and started tearing up the floors, they found some spots where water had been dripping onto the roof and had caused some significant mold damage. So all that was cut out as well and redone. So there's significant portions of the house have been redone. It wasn't just limited to floors.
Sure.
And there's also some because of the mold, there's also some people coming in to do a deep cleaning of it before they come and move back in. So we'll get them the best foot forward that we can get them with what we have, and I think they will have a significantly improved living situation.
That is so humbling, in the fact that I just chomp at the bit I want to be there to help, man. I want to be there to be part of the system. But I guess, you know what, we'll just raise the money and get it taken care of and help where we can. And I guess we can't be omnipresent, can we? As much as we'd like to be. There's only one that gets to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the worst part is doing this now. We stay booked up weeks, months in advance. Sometimes, especially this time of year. So
Yeah.
when it comes up, that's kind of short notice. It just kind of we try to show face and make our presence felt or whatever. Just help out, move some stuff, whatever little bit of time we can scratch out. But
that is the other exciting piece of all this, is that we know that within our network we can leave it in the hands of those that just get her done.
There's definitely some people that put some time and labor in over this past weekend for sure.
You are an anomaly, Jeremy Daniels, and again, we're here to support you in any way we can, brother. So that takes off. I mean, again, help us with the Shields fundraiser. Click that link, get in there. I don't know. Were there any rules? Did you just do it again, Jonathan?
I didn't see a list of rules, but this particular link here just kind of takes you straight to it. You may be able to go on and do it once a day or something like
Yeah,
that.
I didn't see any rules like once a day.
You do have to put in your name, so I'm sure if you start spamming your name and all that, it kind of, I mean, it might show up as a flag or something, but
Sure.
I didn't see no specific rules on it. No.
One of our big things going on right now is we are ramping up 2 weeks, and here in Minnesota and Wisconsin, the People's Patriot Project has been coordinating. We're going to be trying to do this in other places across the country. You're all right, buddy.
Sorry, I didn't know it's that obvious. No, I'm having some back issues today.
Gosh, I was like, I was worried. Reads Across America. How exciting. Now, we've had this in our network for roughly 6 weeks. When we got it, we didn't know that it was, they were planning on canceling it here in Minnesota. We found it because the Contagion Effect advertised that they needed help at Fort Snelling. Fort Snelling is the largest state-ran federal cemetery next to Arlington, 290,000 grave sites. I'm embarrassed a little bit. I'm going to say this, but when we first started, there was only 1,700 wreaths donated to cover Fort Snelling. Since then, and the amazing work of Miss Andrea Eichmann and a team of people with within the state of Minnesota, not directly related to, but also directly related to Wreaths Across America, we're at roughly 14,000 wreaths now, which doesn't even take a bite of how many wreaths we need to cover that, but step in the right direction. And we're excited to move that on to next year with a bigger event, and we'll make it happen. One of the things that helps us, again, get ready, be ready. If anyone has to or would like this year's WeP3 Christmas tree ornament, we have them in. I'd like to send you a Venmo. Here's what we're doing. We're working on the honor system right now. If you want an ornament, you let me know. I'll get it to you. For some reason, since last night, we found out our Venmo's down, and so we will get that up as soon as possible. I've had a number of people order them already, and I've got them shipped, and they're on their way. And we'll get it taken care of and make sure other people get them as well. Use them as a speak token. Use them as a gift for others. Memorialize them. Use them. We are the shock and awe. They do say we're continuing the mission. Tell people what. I wish they were kind of bright green, but they're pretty classy looking regardless. I don't know. They did an amazing job on them. One of a dear friend out in Buffalo, Minnesota, put them together for us, and just we thank her to death. So Naughty, SEW, Naughty alterations, and she works in the leather industry. She was part of the biker world that I was involved with in the last couple of years. Yours is you got yours yet, Mello? Probably takes a little bit to get it out there to California.
If do us a favor, if you ordered ornaments or you get your ornament, throw it up on your tree and take a picture and hashtag Patriot Pride.
Ooh, I like it. We'll also, we're getting ready to put a commercial out, and I'm fancy word for Mark taking a video and throwing some graphics on it.
It's a very formal production.
Yes.
taking a lot of time.
Got my old iPhone X out and took a video. So good. This coming weekend, the 9th, if you're in Minnesota, the People's Patriot Project will be at the Mud Room in Mendota. Andrea and one of our newest, Stephanie Hunter, will be there, and they are Johnny Holiday, who's one of our musicians, will be there playing for the evening. This is his event. I don't want to make it sound like it's something we put on, but I reached out to Johnny, said, "Hey, Johnny, what would you think if we came down, brought a bunch of cards? There is a veterans home in Hastings, Minnesota. Hastings. I get to put an S on that one, unlike Scotty Hastings. In Hastings, Minnesota. And we're going to just put a bunch of cards together and some knickknacks and make sure the veterans at the veteran home feel a little bit about what this world is." I get it. I get it, brother. I get it. So if you're in Minnesota, head to the Mudroom December 9th in Mendota. Check out Johnny Holiday, an amazing musician. I guarantee it's going to be festive. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to that event. Got some other things that were already on my books, and it's all perfectly good and ready to go. The next big thing. We got a big thing. I want to let you do the talking, Jonathan.
So, March 23rd next year, WeP3 on the Bayou. That's where it's the Shock and Awe Festival. We're trying to do this, make it an annual thing, but we'll have a little get together. WeP3 on the Bayou, and we're partnering with the local college, Nichols State Veterans Organization, and they are going to they're going to let us use the facilities at the college for the weekend, and we're going to have a little get together, if you will. Calling it a festival. We'll have some arts and crafts, a cook off, pretty much all kind of local foods, man. We're going to open it up into a category style cook off. That way you're not just eating jambalaya or something like that. People can cook whatever they want. We'll just class it under categories: entree, dessert, and appetizer. But anyways, there'll be all sorts of great food, great community, great music brought to you by veteran musicians. It's gonna be a blast. It's my first time doing anything like this, and I've been to a lot of them, but this will be my first time putting one on, and it's fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited, and the theme of it is amazing, and the musicians we've got lined up for it are amazing for that space. And again, just nothing but a blessing because of the network and who we've been able to work with, and all the pieces that have fallen in place. So if you can get out to Thibodaux, Louisiana. Don't ask me to spell Thibodaux, but get out to Thibodaux March 23rd and be part of the Shock and Awe. You won't regret it at all. Is that the end of our show, buddy?
I think so. How did Eric say that last week when he said, if you come in here and you handle business and you follow the script, then you get your job done. It goes a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Yeah. And I even got to go off the script for a minute, a little bit. This coming weekend, I got something. This coming weekend, we got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime has got South Louisiana Veterans Outreach, Brooke Torbert and board members coming on with the amazing Southern sound of no other than Josh Garrett. Super excited.
Josh Garrett may or may not be a preview of the Shock and Awe Fest. So swing on in and check it out next Sunday. It's a blues singer. Great, does a fantastic job.
It's not regular blues. I don't know. It's it's edgy driving. I would almost call it red dirt rock in my opinion, but who am I? You come check it out and you tell me. You ready to roll that? Or it's probably in there. I can probably roll it.
I don't know if y'all can hear that. We have our mosquito sprayer truck passing through like it's about to be in the 40s for the rest of the week. So we want to spray mosquitoes.
Well, that's good to get it done.
When they're not coming out,
Is it up as a video? It is.
It is.
Come check us out this Sunday. We got your 6 at 6. See what we got going there. If you want to be part of the Shock and Awe, reach out to us at any given time. We got Brooks Herring with Home for Good. Patriot Pride.
Slow and steady, the wind's a race, you say every time. The water's winning, push the bend until it breaks this body of mine. It's bound to catch me eventually. Here I stand, almost half a man, slowed down to a crawl. Reaching, fighting to stand without crying, trying not to fall. Maybe it made me, maybe it changed me. I wish that everyone just understood. Maybe it took me away, but it brought me back for good. But it brought me back for good. The look in their eyes, I can't fake it, I can't feel. That'll change as we go on. There's only so much a man can shake from what he knows is real, till he finds a center and holds it with her to move along. Here I stand, almost twice a man, learning how to crawl. Reaching and fighting to walk